YouTube. So we are just sending out this video to inform you guys of something that happened with Enzo. On the 22nd, he was that on the 22nd?
It was the 20th.
The 20th, Enzo broke his leg in 3 places, but we didn't realize that at the time. He was swollen, he was limping. So I called the vet and they told us, like, just wait a day and see if he's okay, because we don't know what kind of injury it is. And then the next day he still wasn't okay, so we ended up taking him to the vet. Well, we meaning my dad, because I wasn't there. My dad ended up taking him to the vet, and the vet took some x-rays and found out he broke his tibia in 3 places. So it was kind of like a very quick making decision, where they gave us the option of he can go for surgery the next day and here in Brandon, Manitoba, but it would cost $2,500. And between my dad, myself, my boyfriend Scott, and my mom, we weren't able to pull that together by the next day. And I was very dumb for not getting pet insurance, so we didn't have a financial option there. The vet, first off, ending Enzo's life was never going to be an option. That's not something that we wanted. He was 9 months old, right? So
Yeah.
he still has a long life to live, and he's so young, he can probably still heal very well, and we wanted him to have a life. So there was a lot of phone calls back and forth between the vet and I, and the vet ended up finding a place called Alberta Animal Rescue Society crew, who was willing to take him to Calgary to do the surgery. What that meant, though, was that I would have to give up my rights to Enzo, because I would be surrendering him, because I can't pay for the surgery that he needs. And looking out for what's best for Enzo and putting our emotional feelings aside, that it was the best thing to do for Enzo, because we wouldn't have been able to get him helped right away, and he would just be in pain. And so they took him, we said goodbye on Thursday.
We'll put some pictures of that in there.
And we said goodbye, and didn't realize that same day they were actually planning on taking him as soon as we had visited. So we visited for about half an hour to an hour, and then it was very quick where we said goodbye, and he was on his way to Swift Current, where he hopped on a plane and went to Calgary. I did get news from the Alberta Animal Society crew. They have a long name. They go by ARCs. They said that by the time that he got there, he was already starting to heal, so they weren't able to do the surgery. So they have him like on a stint or something like that, where they have him, what is that, splint?
Splint, yeah.
Something like a splint, so that it can keep his bones together while they heal, because I guess it had been a few days by that point, and he's quick to heal, which is good, but they weren't able to do the surgery, so it means that he is immobile in a way for a few more weeks, probably about 4 or 5 more weeks. And they kept his name, Enzo. So right now, that's where he is, Alberta Animal Rescue Crew Society. So I follow their page on Facebook and Instagram and go to their website, and there's nothing yet on Enzo. There's no photos or anything, so it's really hard. But I did talk to them, and they say he is alive, and he hates his collar. He hates that cone thing, and tries to get out of his splint all the time, like the Enzo I know would. Yeah, so we just we needed some time to not talk about it because it hurts to talk about it. Because even though he's not dead, it kind of feels like he is dead. And yeah, so sorry, Dad.
It's okay. Yeah, it's hard. Enzo's he's part of our life, and it was very hard, and it was also hard that we found out that Enzo's he didn't get the surgery, and he's gonna recover fine without their surgery, and
Yeah.
that was really hard because we could have kept him, but we didn't know.
And now he's in another province, but
Yeah, far away, a couple provinces over, and so we're gonna take some time,
yeah, just to
and we're gonna put some pictures of Enzo in here of both of us saying goodbye, and then later on down the road we'll look at, you know,
yeah.
a new little guy, and it's unfortunate what happened, but
We did the right thing though.
yeah, we
Because like if we didn't take him to the vet, then it would have been animal cruelty, right? Like he, jumped, he fell, and when he landed, he just didn't land right, and we could tell he wasn't okay because he wasn't acting like himself. So we took him to the vet, and we trusted that the vet knew what they were doing, and it felt like there was only those options, and so it was either pay and get the surgery done the next day, or
Yeah.
don't pay and then you have to surrender him so that he still is alive and you're not hurting him further. So as much as it sucks the way that this all happened, and the fact that he didn't get the surgery when that's the whole reason why we gave him up in the first place, it's really hard to process. But like, we did technically do everything that we could have done, and we did everything thinking of Enzo and trying to give him the best. So, and I'm so grateful for you, Dad, for taking care of him and keeping him company.
yeah, well, you kept me company. Oh, and it's hard because I was telling Megan, I dreamt about him the other night, and and she dreams about him too, and it's hard for us, and we want to share this with you guys, and it's like, he's a part of our family, and
This might be.
yeah. So, and this is hard to watch, but we just need to.
Yeah,
You-
just
you-
so that
It's you too. You're part of our family, and
you guys
and
need to know,
what's going on
all these
here.
videos we've done and you haven't seen him. I'm sure you guys are curious about it. Just didn't know how to bring it up. So,
It's okay.
so we just wanted to share that with you, because the longer we don't say anything, the more questions are gonna appear, and it's just gonna get harder and harder. So we just wanted to let you know. But I am gonna send a bunch of photos so you guys can see them.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna hold it all together.
No, it's okay to let it out. It's good to let it out, and they understand. Everybody understands, and they all care, and it's hard. But yeah, it's we you know, you go to the vet and, you know, you don't expect that, and they wanted the money like right now and the next day, and they were having somebody else do it. Like we live in the country in the middle of nowhere, and then they have a vet out there, and then they want you to go to the city and for the surgery, and they just want it's money, and the hardest part is we didn't necessarily have to go that route, and we ended up Enzo's gone now, and we can't get him back. So it's really unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that he broke his leg too, and I feel bad because I went downstairs to put wood in the fire, in the wood stove, and I came up and he had a stick of butter in his mouth, and I said hey, and he went flying across the room and wiped out like Bambi, just like in the cartoon, because he hit the laminate flooring here and smashed right into a chair, and then he started yelping really bad, and I was scared, and his leg was up, and then I contacted Megan right away, and then we contacted the vet, and they said to wait a couple days, and that's when we brought him in. And then Megan drove down here, and she drove straight to the vets. So, and then I wanted her to have some time with Enzo, just her and Enzo, and so I was at the Subway and just stayed there with some friends, and then I went probably about 15 minutes after, I guess.
Yeah.
And then went to see Enzo.
Enzo is way happier to see my dad than to see me.
Yeah, well, he's with me all the time.
I know.
So, yeah.
But it was like, oh, he got so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, he like, oh.
And they put a sock on his leg, so. But we'll show you a little bit of videos of that too, and so
there's no doubt how much he loves you, Dad.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm gonna show you guys
buddy.
all those videos. The reaction of like.
Yeah, this will be a little bit longer video, probably about over an hour, so we'll put all those videos in there. But
A little bit of reminiscing.
Yeah, and it's just our way of coping with our loss. So.
And saying goodbye.
Yeah.
So you guys were kind of our I think so, our last people that we haven't told.
Yeah, and we just needed the right time to do it, and so.
Yeah.
So we just did the video for Calvin's Corner and for Thomas there. So this is the same day. So
Yeah.
we just decided to do it. So keep you in the know, and let us express ourselves and try to move on and keep Enzo in our heart. We'll have to get a picture and put him on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So, I guess.
Goodbye.
All right, guys. We'll see you later, and thank you for listening. And
Thank you for your support, and thank you for whatever comments are gonna come, because I'm sure it's gonna be nice to see them.
yeah. So we'll let you go, guys, and thank you once again for being there. And we'll put some pictures in here too as well at the end as well. So.
Okay, bye YouTube.
Okay, we'll see you guys later.
Random dog man. Oh. Look at that. Oh. Hi. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, yes. This is Enzo I remember. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, that is Enzo I remember. I missed you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tasty. I forgot. If I blow in his nose, he'll lick me. Enzo. No. Come here, Enzo. Oh, baby, I love you so much. Oh, yes, I love you so much. Oh, yeah.
Hey. You're gonna go all the way up in the air.
He's so happy to see you.
Yeah,
He's happier to see you than he wants to see me.
Hey. Fun.
Oh, he's so happy.
You my boy? Yeah.
Oh, you're happy, baby.
They say when he's leaving, or
Not sure.
hey, you miss me, eh? Miss Grandpa. Yes.
Scott and I did a video chat with Enzo.
Oh, that's good. I wanted to give you a few minutes by yourself. Right? Yeah.
Oh, he's so happy. Hi, baby. You handsome baby. You're such a big boy. You're such a big boy, my love. Hey? Oh, hi, baby.
Go say hi to your mommy. Hey. Yeah.
He doesn't really want to. I've been having to entice him with treats.
Oh yeah.
He just smells the other dogs around here.